Hey there, welcome to Code with Ibrahim, where we don't just code, but we understand coding. Okay, so now before we jump into writing Python code, I want to share something that will become your best friend throughout your Python journey. That is the official Python documentation. But don't worry, you don't need to read it like a book. No boring chapters, no endless reading. The documentation is your reference guide. You only use it when you need answers. It's like having a cheat sheet for Python. And guess what? I have made it super easy for you. I have put a link to the official Python documentation in the description below. Okay? Alright. So whenever you feel stuck or curious, just click the link and explore. So let's take a closer look at the importance of Python documentation. Why it is important. That is, number one, the most accurate and also up-to-date resource maintained by Python developers. Number two, you can learn how to find answers yourself, just like professional developers do. And number three is you can discover new features with every Python update. Finally, problem-solving power. From understanding errors to exploring new modules, the docs have it all. So this is important to note. Alright, now go to the video description and check the link of the Python documentation to see this page here. Or you can come here and type what you see here, docs.python.org/3/. So now let's go ahead and explore the Python documentation. And let's start with this one. What's new in Python 3.13? Okay, all right. So the purpose of this is it shows the latest features, improvement, and bug fixes in Python 3.13. It is important because it helps you stay up to date with new functionalities and write modern and efficient code. So if Python has introduced something cool and new, this is where you will find it first. So let's explore it. And you can see here what's new in Python 3.13. Let me come back. So we have to click it. So now let me click it. And you can see it here. You can see the summary release highlights, and you can come down and you can see the improvements here. We have here interpreter improvement, we have Python data model improvement, etc. and etc. So let's say you want to explore the interpreter improvement. So I'm just going to choose one of them. We have the interactive interpreter and improve error messages. Okay, so I'm going to click this one, and now you can see it here. Okay, so now it's going to explain the improve error messages. However, we are not going to dwell on this. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back here, and what we are going to do is we are going to the next one, that is the tutorial. So now it's the tutorial. The purpose of the tutorial is it is a beginner friendly guide covering Python's basic syntax, data types, and core concepts. It is important and it is perfect for beginners who want a step-by-step introduction to Python. It's like a Python crash course, simple explanations, practical examples, and easy wins. So now I'm just gonna click it here, and now we are in here, the Python tutorial. So I can come down here and I can choose anything that I want to check about, okay, or something that I want to learn about. As we said, this is like a Python crash course with explanations and examples. So here you see using Python as a calculator. So I'm just gonna click it, and now we are going in here, and now we can see the details here, for example numbers, and now it is showing us how to do some arithmetic operations, for example 2 + 2 4, and some other operations. So here we have like 5 times 6, so the asterisk here it's used for multiplication. Okay, so here also it's explaining the division 8 divided by 5. So it says division always returns a floating point number. Okay, all right. So if you want, you can go ahead and explore more of these, and you can see here we have something called name error, and now it's explaining to us what name error is. For example, if a variable is not defined, okay, trying to use it will give you an error. So here it is. So you can see how amazing this is, right? The Python documentation. Okay, let's say you want to learn about list, so you can just click it, and now you can see list, and now it's explain what list is and how to create it and how to access them. Okay, so these are all important to note. In our course, we are going to look at all of these things, so one by one. So this is important to note. Okay, all right. So now let's go ahead and explore the library reference. So the purpose of the library reference is it details every built-in module and function in Python. it is important because this is where you will find the real power of Python. So now I'm gonna click it here, and now you can go ahead and read this thing. So what we are going to do is just we are going to explore some few things. So now we have, for example, the built-in functions, and now you can see we have all the built-in functions here, and they are listed here in alphabetical order. So for example, you see a new function, okay, that you are curious about. So what you are just going to do is you are going to come here and then look for it, and then you are going to click it. For example, we have here the len function. So now here it explained, okay, everything about the len function here. Okay, so this is important to note. So now, for example, we have len bracket open bracket close, and then we have a parameter. Okay, so now it's explaining it return the length of an object. Okay, so the argument may be a sequence. The argument is the value of this s here. So now this sequence can be a string, bytes, tuple, list, or range, or it could be a collection of like a dictionary set or frozen set. Okay, so this is important to note now. So now I'm going to come back here. We're going to explore the len function in our course proper. And let's say you are curious about another one, let's say the input function. So now I'm going to click it here. Okay, so now here it's explaining it here. Okay, so what is the input function? We have input bracket open bracket close, and you can see here it is explained. Okay, so for example, here there is nothing there, so this means you can leave it blank, so it's optional. If you want, you can put something there. If you want, you don't have to put it. So if you put something there, that's the prompt here. So if the prompt argument is present, so now it is written to standard output without a trailing new line. So you can see it's explaining to read, and also this is converted into a string. So this is very important to note, and you can see the example here. Okay, all right. So now I can go back here. So if you are curious about some other ones, you can go ahead, click it, and explore them. So now let's go down here and look at some other few things, okay, that I want us to take a closer look at. So now, for example, we have the math module here. So now you can click it, and now you can explore it, okay, and you can see it here. Okay, we have the factorial, and then we have the floor, okay, and then we have so many of them here, okay, that you can go ahead and explore, and you can see here they are all well explained. Okay, all right. So now I can come back here, and maybe I can look for another one. We have the random module here, so you can go ahead and read about the random module. So you can see it's all here, right? Okay, and it's very important to note. Okay, so that is why we say you don't need to memorize anything. There's nothing that you need to memorize. Every professional Python programmer, okay, will tell you that you don't need to memorize anything because we have it all in the documentation. So it's just about having the right skills to be able to find it, okay, here in the documentation. So there are many of them that you, if you want, you can go ahead and take a closer look at. We also have the CSV here, okay, so you can see the CSV file reading and writing, and then you can go down here and you can look at the CSV module, and then you can read about it, okay, and even some codes are written here, okay, over how it is used. Okay, all right, so that is very important to note. So if you want, you can go ahead and explore all of these things. So it's important to note that whatever you need, you can find it in the Python documentation. Okay, so now the next thing that we are going to focus on is the language reference. So now we are going to look at the language reference. So the purpose of the language reference is it explains Python's core syntax, control flow, and semantic. Okay, so this is important for learners who want to know how Python works under the hood. Okay, so this is like the Python blueprint. Okay, all right. So if you want, you can go ahead, click it, and explore it. All right, so this is important to note. So now we have the Python setup and usage. So the purpose is it covers how to install, configure environments, and run it locally. So understanding your environment means fewer errors and smoother coding sessions. So now I'm going to click it, and we are going to explore it. So for instance, you are using Python on Unix platform, so you can go ahead and read this thing. Okay, so if you are using Python on Windows, so you can go ahead and read it. Likewise Mac, okay, and some other platforms like Android or iOS, so you can go ahead and read it. Okay, so this is very important to note. So now I'm going to go back. So now let's go ahead and explore Python How-Tos. Okay, all right. So what it does is it gives the practical guide for specific tasks like handling Unicode or debugging code. it is important because it is perfect when you need step-by-step solution to real-world problem. Think of it as Python's How Do I section, quick answers and real solutions. So now I'm gonna click it, and now you can see all of it here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna click one of them. Let's say regular expression how to, and now you can see, okay, here the regular expression is well explained. You can go down and take a closer look at it, and then you can read all of them. Okay, all right, so this is very important to note. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to explore the regular expression. So if you want, you can go ahead and explore all the other ones down there. Okay, all right, so now let's take a closer look at installing Python modules. So the purpose of this is it teaches you how to install third-party packages. Okay, all right, so now I'm just gonna click it here. So now if you want, you can go ahead and read it. So now let's just focus on this one, pip here. We have the key terms here. Go ahead and explore them. So pip is the preferred installer program. Starting with Python 3.4, it is included by default with the Python binary installer. Okay, so you need tools for analysis, visualization, or web app. This section shows you how to unlock them. Okay, so if you want, you can go ahead and explore it. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to go back here. Okay, all right, so now we have distributing Python modules. Okay, all right, so this explains how to share your Python projects, okay, and publishing them for other people to be able to use them. Okay, so now I'm just gonna click it, and now you can see it here. Information and guidance on distributing Python modules and packages has been moved to this here. Okay, all right, and the tutorial is on here. So maybe you can click this, and you can see now it's here, and you can go ahead, read it, and explore it. Okay, all right, so now I'm just gonna go back here. So this is good to know. Okay, all right, so next we have extending and embedding. So the purpose of this is it discusses how Python can be embedded in other applications or extended with C and C++. Okay, it is important for advanced users looking to integrate Python with high performance system. Okay, this is where Python meets the wall of high speed computing, powerful stuff. So you can go ahead and take a closer look at it. Okay, all right, so that's that. So now I'm just going to come back here. Okay, all right, so the next one on the agenda is Python's C API. Okay, all right, so the purpose of the Python's C API allow integration with C and C++ at a low level. Okay, so it is important, okay, because it is perfect for building Python extension and developing high performance applications. So this is Python's backstage pass essential for developers who want full control. Okay, all right, so you can go ahead, click it, and you can explore it. Okay, all right, so this is important to note. All right, so now let's take a closer look at the frequently asked question sections. So the purpose is it answers common Python questions and resolves misconceptions. It is important because it saves time by answering typical beginner questions, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna click this here, and for example, we have the general Python frequently asked question section, and now you can see it here, and then you can click anyone that you want. Let's say what is Python, so you can go ahead and read it here. Okay, so but for me, what is interesting for me is programming frequently asked questions. So for example, if you have a general question or a core language question, or let's say numbers and strings, for example, how do I convert a string to a number, for example, you can see here it is explained. Okay, so this is very important to note. Okay, all right, so you can check here according to the question that you have. So you have the modules, you have the objects, you have the sequences, performance, and stuff like that. Okay, so now I can come back here. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at deprecations. Okay, the purpose of deprecation is it lists deprecated features that might be removed in future versions. So it is important writing feature-proof code. Okay, this means avoiding outdated practices. If you don't want your code to break with the next Python release, then you have to check out this section. So now let me just hit it, and now we can see we have deprecations, and you can see pending removal in Python 3.14. So you can see them, you can explore them. So sometimes you may have a deprecation warning. Okay, all right, so this means like what you are trying to use will be outdated, okay, with the next Python release. So that is important to note. Okay, deprecation warning when you see it. All right, so now you can come down here, you can explore them. You also see here pending removal in Python 3.15, okay, and so on. So this is important to note, okay. Like we said, writing feature proof code is important, right? So this means you have to avoid outdated practices. So if you don't want your code to break, okay, then you have to check out this section. So this is very important to note. So now I'm going to come back, okay. All right. So now we are going to come inside the indices, glossary, and the search section. So first we have the global module index. The purpose of the global module index is it lists all modules and libraries that are available in Python, okay. It is useful to quickly find the documentation for any module, okay, you want to use, whether it is built in or part of the standard library, okay. So now let's go ahead and click it here. So now you can see it here. For example, you can go down here and you can choose any one of them, let's say array, and now you can read it. In fact, you can click it also, and now you can go ahead and take a closer look at it. So this is very important to note, okay. So now I can go back, maybe I can choose this one. You can see here, in fact, we have deprecated. So here, like, deprecated means it has been removed. That means it is outdated. But remember, when we say deprecation warning, this means that it is going to be removed. So that is important to note. So now let me come back here. And the next thing that we are going to look at is the general index, okay. All right. So general index, okay. The purpose of general index is this is a complete index of functions, classes, and terms used in Python. It is useful and it is perfect for looking up specific concepts or keywords you come across in code. So now let's just go ahead and explore it. So we have it here in alphabetical order. So you can choose anyone, let's say C, and then you can click it, and then you can go ahead and take a closer look at it. You can click any one of them, okay. So like we say, it is useful for looking up specific concept or keywords you come across in the code, okay. So this is important to note. So now let me go back, okay. All right. So now let's take a closer look at the glossary. So the purpose of the glossary is it defines technical terms and Python specific concepts. So this is great for beginners who need clarity on Python programming jargon like iterables, generators, or context managers, and so on and so on, okay. All right. So you can just see this as the dictionary of Python. So I can just click it now, and what I can do is, you can see here, okay, everything is here. So like we say, it's the dictionary. It's just like the dictionary of Python. Maybe you can see here an attribute here. So now you can go ahead and take a closer look at it, and then you can read it. So this is important to note, okay. All right. So this is just like dictionary, okay. All right. So now let me just go back here. And now the next thing that we are going to do is search page, okay. All right. So now the search page, okay, the purpose of this is it allows you to search the entire documentation for any topic or keyword. It is useful because it is the fastest way to locate information without browsing through multiple sections. So now let me just click it, and I can come here. I can search for the print function, for example, print bracket, open bracket, close, and now I can search it, and you can see it's here, right? Not that one, this one here, down here, okay. So now you can see it here. I can also search for the, let's say, input function. So I can type input, okay, input, bracket, open here, bracket, close, and now I can hit the search button, and you can see we have it here, okay. All right. And you can take a closer look at it, and then you can read it. So this is a quick way of searching, okay. All right. So I'm going to show you the other way. So you can just come up here and you can see quick search. So you can also type here the print function, for example, print bracket open bracket close, okay. So now you can just go ahead and you can see it here again, and now you can click it and you can check it out, okay. All right. So let's go back again, and we are here. Maybe now let me search for the len function, okay, or let me search for the OS module. So I'm just gonna type OS, and now I'm gonna hit it, and now you can see we have it here. So now I'm gonna click it here, and now you can see it here, okay. All right. So this is important to note, okay. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and continue. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is complete table of contents, okay. So the purpose of this is shows a detailed list of all sections and subsections in the Python documentation. Okay, so this is useful because it helps in navigating the documentation structure when you want to overview all available topics. So you can click it and you can see it all here. Okay, and you can go ahead and take a closer look at it. Okay, all right, so this is important to note. Okay, so now the next thing that we are going to take a closer look at is the project information. So on the project information, we are going to start with reporting issues. Okay, so the purpose of this is it provides a way to report bugs or errors in the Python documentation. Why? Because it is useful to contribute improving Python by helping correct mistakes or outdated informations. So you can click it and then here you can see learn how to contribute. Okay, so you can click that, you can go ahead and read it. Okay, all right, so this is important to note. So if you want to help report issues or report errors, this is where you go. Okay, all right. So next is contributing to docs. Okay, all right. The purpose is it explains how you can contribute updates or improvements to the Python documentation. Okay, so it is useful because this is a great opportunity for learners to engage with the Python community and sharpen their technical writing skills. So now I can click that and now you can see helping with documentation. Okay, so now you can go ahead and read this and explore it. In fact, you can see here, okay, like you will find extensive and detailed information on how to write documentation and submit changes on the documenting page. So now you can click this here and now you can go ahead and read it if you want to help with the documentation. Okay, all right, so this is important to note. So now the next thing on the agenda is download the documentation. Okay, all right. So the purpose is it offers the option to download the Python documentation for offline use. Okay, so you want to have access to the Python documentation without an internet connection, so you can download it here. So now I'm just gonna click it and now you can take a closer look at it. If you want, you can download it in PDF format and in other formats that you see here. Okay, all right. So this is important to note. So now we have here history and licensing of Python. Okay, all right, so this details the history, development and licensing of Python. Okay, so this is very important to note. So if you are curious about it, you can go ahead and click it. So the next one here is the copyright. So this provides information about the copyright terms related to Python and its documentation. So if you are also curious about it, so go ahead and click it. Okay, all right. So finally now we have about the documentation. Okay, so this explains the purpose, the scope and the structure of Python documentation itself. Okay, so this is useful because it gives readers context on how the documentation is organized and how to use it effectively. So now I can click it here and now you can go ahead and read it. Okay, all right. So think of these sections as your toolbox when working with Python, from searching topics in seconds to contributing back to the community. Everything you need is right here. So this is important to note. So now what I want us to take a closer look at is I want us to look at the help function and the directory function in connection to Python documentation. So the help function gives you summary from the official Python documentation directly in your code. However, the directory function shows you all possible actions you can perform on an object, after which you can use the help function or visit the library reference, okay, section in the documentation for detailed explanations. Okay, all right. So now what I want us to do is I want us to come here and take a closer look at it here. So now let's start with the help function. Okay, so the help function, you can think of it as your built-in documentation tool. So we said the purpose is it provides instant access to Python documentation inside your code editor. It displays descriptions, parameters, usage, and available methods for modules, functions, classes, and object. Okay, so it is useful. Instead of switching to Python documentation website, you can quickly check details while coding. Okay, so it's like having a mini Python documentation at your fingertips, especially helpful when you forget how a function works. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. For example, the len function. So I can just type help, bracket open, bracket close, and now type in the len function, just len. And now if I load it, take a closer look at it. Okay, so now it is explaining to me what the len function is. Okay, so it returns the number of items in a container. Okay, all right. Also, I can type in, let's say, the print function, print. Okay, and now if I load it, you can see also it is giving me all the details about the print function. Okay, so the help function is super really cool. Okay, it's like having a mini Python documentation at your fingertips. Okay, so maybe let's look at one more. Maybe let me say string. Okay, help str. Okay, and now if I load it now, you're gonna see it here. Okay, so now it's gonna show me everything about strings. Okay, all right, so this is important to note. Okay, so let me just go up, and you can see now here it is well explained. So the help function is really important. Okay, all right. Also, maybe I can say, let's say, maybe you learn about append method in list. Let's say list.append. Okay, so I'm gonna type append, and I'm gonna load it here, for example, and now you can see it here. Okay, all right. So now the next thing that I want us to take a closer look at is the directory function. Okay, so the directory function, okay, the purpose of it is it returns a list of all attributes and methods associated with an object, module, or class. Okay, so it helps you explore what you can do with a specific object, especially when working with an unfamiliar data types or modules. Okay, all right. So it is useful because it acts as a quick reference to see all available functions of an object. Okay, all right. So now let's go ahead and take a closer look at it here. So I'm gonna just type dir bracket open bracket close, and now I'm gonna type in str. Okay, all right. So this is very important to note. Like we said, it returns a list of all attribute and method associated with an object, module, or class. So now let's load it, and you can see it all here. Okay, all right. So this is important to note. So now it has returned, like we said, it has returned the list of all the attribute and method that are associated with strings. Okay, all right. So I can come down here, or let me just change this thing, and I can also go ahead and put something like list. Okay, so let me type in list here. Okay, and now I'm going to load it, and now you are going to see. Okay, so this is very important to note. Okay, all right. So together, okay, both the help function and the directory function, they act as a personalized mini documentation, keeping your Python journey smooth and efficient, all while reinforcing the habit of self-reliant learning directly linked to the official Python documentation. Okay, all right. So now, there you have it, a complete walkthrough of how to navigate Python's official documentation and how to use powerful tools like the help function and the directory function directly into your code. Okay, all right. So I know at first glance all this information might seem a little overwhelming, but don't be intimidated. You are not expected to know everything right away. Remember, the Python documentation is a reference, not a book you read cover to cover. You only visit it when you need answers, just like checking a map when you are exploring new places. And the best part is you are not in this alone. In this course, we will tackle every concept step by step, ensuring that you understand why things work the way they do before we write any code together. We will break down complex topics, apply them with practical coding session, and I'll show you exactly where and how to use them. Okay? Alright. So think of the course as your Python fitness plan, and more you practice, the stronger your coding skills become. Every time you use the documentation, you are adding more weight in your Python muscles. So don't let the documentation intimidate you. Embrace it. With the right guidance, okay, you will soon realize that Python documentation isn't just a reference. It's just your roadmap to become a confident and an independent Python developer. Okay, all right. So this is it. So let's go ahead and start coding. Okay, all right. So see you on the other side.